If you've been following my work for any amount of time, you'll know that my pieces are really designed around nostalgia. That is my niche, and I love it. I love making the pieces that I make, and I love sparking those memories of sitting in front of the TV when when you're little with the bowl of Fruit Loops in front of you. Those are the things that really bring me a lot of joy. And so that's why I do what I do. Now, every so often, I will get a comment. It seems to be only on Facebook by a certain demographic who are unfriendly asking a question about my designs based on licensed characters. Well, it's true. I do it and I love it and I am not going to stop. So so let that be known. And, after 25 years of being in the business and establishing myself with, selling patterns globally, getting such beautiful feedback from people that have been using my patterns to gift, like to create gifts for people. It's what I love to do. And so, anyways, to those people, like, just move on, just keep scrolling, man. It's you don't have to pause and like ask a pointed question. It's like super transparent what's going on. I'm transparent about what I do. I know what you're saying. Like, just move on. So, updates in the studio. I am just working on getting the second tutorial out for our giant Pillsbury Doughboy. The first one is out. It's available to our members, and it covers the legs, body, and then we begin working on the head. So that's about a half an hour long, and the next part is coming. It will cover, likely it'll cover the rest of the head and the arms, and we'll probably do that hat in a separate one because that one has a few more instructions than just the plain old arms. As well, I am continuing to work on the Sesame collection, and I'm halfway through this guy who I think you'll probably be able to recognize. So halfway through, and I'm deciding if we're going to put arms on him. I don't know if it's going to work with that trash can, but we'll see. I'm thinking we'll also have a trash can lid that may rest on top of the head. I'm not sure. And Slimy. We'll do a Slimy for him. After I'm finished with Oscar, it's going to be on to either Count or Grover with Super Grover mods. And I am putting off Count because I have never done a Count before, and there are some aspects to his design that seem a little bit intimidating to me, like those ears. I will figure it out. It's just I'm procrastinating on that. So, how are you doing in the new year? Are you feeling any pressure to, um, to be a new you and to do like, turn over a new leaf and do all of those things that we're sort of encouraged to do this time of year? I am trying not to do those things. I am trying to go the opposite way, actually. So back in September, I don't know what happened, but I was hit with a super intense wave that has lasted like, I think I'm coming out of it now, but it's been since September. So it's like a good 3 months at least. This intense wave of uh, creativity around the business. So, not necessarily around designs, but around the business itself. So, strategic planning, working towards like creating. I've been working on a like this schedule. So, I'll just interject here. One false thing that people think when they are going into business for themselves is that it's going to be easy. They're going to have all this time on their hands. They're going to be like, setting their own hours. It's only going to be a couple hours a day kind of thing. And that is just not true, especially not if you're just starting out. Now, I shouldn't just, say that like, across the board. I'm sure there are businesses that started out in that way. Pardon me. where it was just working a couple hours a day or whatever it was. So that's the dream. Like, that's wonderful. If that has happened to you, oh my gosh, you're so lucky. But that is not what has happened to me, and it's not what I've seen as the norm. So, like I said, I started working on this schedule in September. So, one thing that happens with a lot of us is that we get a bunch of ideas, so many ideas, and then there's a sense of urgency to execute the ideas and get things moving, get things going. And if we don't do it right this second, either we're going to forget about it or someone else is going to do it. And it's always such a good idea. So it's a thing to sort of address, and rather than battle that, there are things you can do to sort of deal with it. Of course, journaling and writing down all your ideas and then going back to them maybe a little bit later and prioritizing them is good. Giving it a few days is also really good because sometimes you can have this great idea and you think that you need to do it right away. But if you just wait 48 hours, it's all you got to do. If it still sticks, if it's still like a sticky idea, then you can do it, but often, and I know this for myself, often I've kind of moved on from it. I'm onto something else. So, the schedule that I've developed is really it looks like it's a Monday to Friday schedule, and it looks like something that you would have if you got a job. It would be sort of like a job description almost. So, I never really thought about that before. I never really thought that that would be a good idea for me. I just was like, I'm just gonna build the business and go with the flow and stuff. But after being in the business for like, since 2018 is when I really started to really focus on it. I am a very slow learner though, so I'll just say that. 2018 is when it started, and it has taken me up till now to develop this workflow, this work schedule. So I have kind of fumbled along, and learned lots. I've made so many mistakes, and I've had a lot of wins, and it's all been wonderful, and I've got so much experience. But it actually, I think, probably could have been easier if I'd had a structure to work within, and probably even to have a like someone that could help me. But I didn't really know like that I could find somebody that could help me with this. And when I think about it in my life, like I actually don't know anybody that I would want to ask to help me with this. Like small business owners are very busy. So to find a mentor would have been there's probably organizations for it. I don't know. But anyways, I'm kind of rambling on here. But anyways, so I have sort of had to become that for myself. I've had to become my own manager, and so that essentially is what this schedule is all about. Is really just managing my time, and so I had to decide what are my goals, the big goals. What do I want to do, and how am I going to do it? So consistency and doing the same thing over and over and getting really good at doing those things. So, because I'm good at, or I can do a lot of things, but I am not necessarily good at them because I like do a surface thing here and a surface thing there. So, what I'm really aiming to do over the next 3 months is test the schedule, see how much I can learn, see if it's efficient, see if it works, and see if it satisfies my need for change. And like essentially, I just don't want to get bored. So that is something that I'm doing. I'm starting out the year that way. But also, I have this, and this is kind of strange. I don't know if I'll be able to describe it well, but there's like this feeling that I get it's like a momentum, right? So it's like you're going let me just think here. You're going like kind of like up a roller coaster, and you're like building, 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 building. And then you get to the top and it's just before you take off and that you look down, you're like, and it's, you take a deep breath in and you know it's coming. And that's sort of how it feels if I allow it. So I know that I've been pouring so much energy out there into creating this, creating what I want to create with this business. And um, now I am going to allow for the momentum to take me. So, and this is interesting too. So I had heard someone talk about, we were talking about goals. I think I'm not sure where I heard this, but somebody was talking about goals and about how there's two things that you need to consider. So either you decide how much effort you're going to put into something, you decide on that, and then you allow the goal to be whatever it's going to be based on the effort that you've decided to put into it. Or you have the goal and you become um like what's the word? You become resolved to doing whatever it takes to get to that to get that goal. So it's two different things. So it's either here's the goal and here's what I'm willing to do, and whatever happens with the goal based on what I'm willing to do, I'm good with that. Or here's the goal and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get to that goal. So making that differentiation in my own head like was it was a big like light bulb. It was a big light bulb because I was kind of trying to do both and things weren't really it wasn't jiving. So I really like the idea of having a goal but having limits to how hard I'm going to work and how focused I'm going to be on getting those goals because I'm busy. Like I've got a family, I've got coaching, I've got my business, like I've got health goals, like I've got lots of stuff that I want to do. It's not just this one thing, even though that one thing is a big, like it's probably the major one for me. So but it's not the only one. So I think if I was, if I didn't have a family or if I didn't have other obligations, then I could focus more and I could be more on the side of the person that's like doing whatever it takes to get to that goal. But that's just not where I'm at. And it feels like too much pressure. It just isn't fun. I don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. So I still want to have fun and I still want to enjoy what I'm doing and I don't want to be like head down, like we're going to do this no matter what. That's just not me. I don't want to do it. I would probably rebel against that actually and just throw my hands up and say, I'm not doing any of this. So that's where I'm at right now and it feels good and I like that I'm going to allow the momentum to sort of carry me for now, and I'm going to work the plan that I spent months working on. I'm going to work that plan, and I think that's what I'll do is I'm going to work it, and if it's beneficial to me, then I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to share with you the process that I went through to get the plan, and I'm going to share the plan with you. Not that that plan would work necessarily for you. It's very, very specific to what I'm doing. But I think the process of creating it would be a good tool for others. So that process of creating it, and then we'll see how I do with it. So boredom is probably going to be well, I don't think it'll be a problem because it's like it allows for a lot of flexibility and creativity. Like there are certain things, on a certain day I'm going to do this, but within that task, it's like so wide open, right? So that's really probably something that is something that I know I need in my life and in my work. And I hope that I've been able to figure that out in a way that where I can achieve what I'm trying to achieve. So I'll let you know in 3 months. If you haven't had a chance to look at my website lately, would you mind checking it out? I spent some time over the holiday revamping it, and I was really going for a more mature sort of vibe because I just think being in my 50s now, I don't need to pander and hustle, and I don't need to, you know, I don't need to be something that I'm not. So the old website, I did love it. It was so colorful. It was super fun. And I did love that, but I don't feel like it reflected the quality of my patterns and my experience. So I feel like I've elevated it and I'm honoring my patterns and my experience through it, I feel. So if you get a chance to look at it, I'd love some feedback. And also on Facebook, if you would like to join me, I have a little subscribers section there. And I'm really hoping to connect more with you on a more personal kind of level through that. So I'm thinking about doing some lives. I've never done a live before, but I guess, it's just never too late. I can learn new things. I know that. And I think that's about it for today. So enjoy your day, hug your animals, go for a nice walk, have a cup of coffee, and we'll see you next time. Bye.